Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. I hope everyone's having a good holiday season so far. Just a little what's up to my Sagittariuses who are having birthdays right now. Happy birthday. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Today's reading is called Hungry Like the Wolf. And we're going to find out your person's thoughts and feelings, okay? And we have 3 piles to choose from today. And pile number 1 is the Buddha, okay? So if you're interested in pile number 1, you'll choose the Buddha earring. All of these here are earrings I took out of my earring drawer, okay? And for pile number 2, we have this dice earring, okay? It's an earring, but it's a dice. Pretty cool. And then for pile number 3, we have this this earring that is like some shiny stars, okay? It's like a dangling shiny stars, okay? So go ahead and take a deep breath and think about what you would like to choose today. Is it the Buddha earring, the roll the dice earring, or the stars and shimmer earrings, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, and you can go straight to the description box below to find the timestamp. Of course, you're more than welcome to watch more than one reading if that is suiting your fancy today. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's not waste any time. Okay. Let's do it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the Buddha earring, and today's reading is called Hungry Like the Wolf. What are their thoughts and feelings? Pile number 1, let's go ahead and anchor it in, okay? And Spirit just mentioned something to me about sand castles, so maybe some of you are thinking about the beach. I know it's winter time, but you know that saying, don't build sand castles in the sky? Do you guys remember that saying from back in the day? Anyway, I just heard something about the word marginalized. So maybe some of you were reading a news story or studying something about marginalization or marginalized people. Okay. I'm also seeing something about an envelope, like a gray envelope. Okay. Something arriving in the mail for you, pile number 1. Spirit talking to me something about an envelope, okay? Possibly a message that is trying to get to you in this reading, pile number 1. Anything else that's coming through here today, Spirit, before we get into the reading? Okay, I just heard red bells, okay? And Spirit is also talking to me about somebody who's Chinese, okay? So somebody could have grown up in China, or somebody is from there, or maybe your best friend is from there, but let's go ahead and get into your reading. Pile number 1, let's do it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of pile number 1 who comes here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number 1. Okay, so for the person who came here for pile number 1, for pile number 1, okay, what is this person? I'm also getting dolphins. So maybe you and this person talked about dolphins, or you saw one really recently, or you're looking at one, like a design near you. But anyway, let's go ahead and get in. Oh, okay, there's the 2 of Pentacles. So you and this person, maybe you're at a phase where you're a little awkward around each other, okay? Depends on the day, depends on the mood. Let's go ahead and see, what are this person's feelings here towards my pile number 1. Awkward doesn't have to be bad though. Awkward can be cute sometimes. Let's see. Show us pile number 1. Okay, the Knight of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. So this person is wanting to say more than they've currently said to you, pile number 1. And, you know, I feel like this person just isn't quite sure what to say or what to do. And again, with that awkward energy, and I feel like this person normally has no problem saying what they feel, you know, going for it, letting their feelings be known. But I feel like in this case with you, It's a little bit different because they're finding themselves in the position of being a little bit unsure and hoping that that feeling will change. You know, there's always that phase that you go through with someone. And I almost feel like this person is saying, yeah, I don't know what to say next, right? But let's go ahead and see, especially with the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, they may have felt that they came on a little bit too strong, or they said too much and like question mark, now what? Okay, so let's find out what they're thinking. We have the Two of Cups, okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles, alrighty then. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so pile number one, this person is waiting for a sign from you. I feel that it is okay to approach, okay? And I feel like this person goes back and forth between, because they like you, the Two of Cups, they like you, pile number one, but I feel like they go back and forth between, should I come on really, really, really strong with the Knight of Wands here? Should I just go for it and explode on the scene? Or should I be a bit more like coy, or a bit more calm, or a bit come from a place that is more centered and balanced, okay? And I feel like this person is saying they don't want you to misread their signals, but they do want to get to know you, okay? And they are looking for that chance. They're looking for that doorway. They're looking for that opening. And as far as what this reading is called, Hungry Like the Wolf, okay? Hungry Like the Wolf could definitely be the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords. Both of them are both very unruly characters in the tarot, okay? And the Knight of Wands in the tarot represents fire of fire, or not fire of fire, I'm sorry, it represents the airy part of fire. So what do you do when you add air to fire? You get, you know, fire that expands really rapidly. So I do feel like this person thinks that, wow, you know, this has the opportunity to grow, but I'm also hearing this person saying, I have to pace myself, okay? I have to pace myself. So they're trying to be cognizant of the pacing of this, okay? But I feel like this person is also saying like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Like, let's get to the good stuff, okay? So they really want to get to the good stuff, to the touching, to the kissing, to the hugging, to the loving with the Two of Cups, okay? And let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Pile number one regarding this person. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, pile number one, we have balance. Okay, and the Two of Pentacles is also a card of balance in the tarot. It is the Lord of Harmonious Change. And the Two of Cups is also a card of balance. All of those twos in the tarot have that energy of duality within, okay? And I think you have a very keen eye, pile number one. And I feel like you're looking for a connection that kind of comes easy and isn't, not comes easy, but you know what I mean, pile number one, a connection that is even tempered, a connection that is, that doesn't just blow in one day and is gone the next, okay? And there may be some confusion here with this Two of Pentacles about how this person should act around you, or they may be a little bit confused about how they should do this, okay? And I do think with this Two of Cups that they feel that you like them and that you're into them, and that if they made a move, that you would be into it, okay? I do think they believe that. We have cleanse, okay? So we have balance and cleanse. I feel like this person thinks that you're a very rational person, pile number one, and that you're look at things in a very refreshing way. Some of you may have a very artistic eye, and I do feel like you, I just spit across the room there, pile number one. I do feel like you kind of throw this person off their game with the Two of Pentacles, okay? And yeah, so the Queen of Swords also talks about having a good strategy. All right. And if this person's like, scratch that, like, let's start over, right? It's 7-11 right now, pile number 1. I love that number, 7-11. I just looked up and randomly there it is. Okay. But anyway, also Spirit is pointing me to December 6th, which is today. Okay. So some of you may have like a special anniversary on that day, or a friend born that day, or someone in your family, but December 6th or today's date could be some type of an important date for some of you. Okay, we could have Sagittarius and Libras here, with that being pointed out to me, especially the Libra with the Queen of Swords. All right, but I feel like this person thinks that you're very fair, and that you also don't suffer fools, pile number 1. Okay, and I also think that this person like is very attracted to your qualities of mind, and also probably here with this cleanse, to your cleanliness as well. I feel like some of you are very fresh, or you smell very good, or you keep yourself up very nicely. And I'm also seeing red hair here, so somebody in the connection could have red hair, or I feel like somebody could like embarrass easily, or like their cheeks kind of flush easily. Okay, you know when people kind of get like patches of red on their skin, what is that called? Rosacea. It starts with an R. ROSCEA. Like, I forget what that, it's a condition, I feel like, sometimes when the skin gets a little bit patchy or a little bit red. But anyway, pile number 1, some of you are like, yeah, I am going on a cleanse. All right, and I also feel like some of you in this pile, some of you may really be into like health and nutrition and vitamins. I'm also feeling like somebody who like takes niacin, you know how it will kind of like flush you out and turn your skin a little bit red. Okay, I'm seeing that here too, pile number 1. All right, so some of you here may be on a cleanse. All right, but I do feel like this person finds this very attractive about you because you're a very classy person. And I feel like you come across as a person that doesn't like messes, that doesn't like people that are totally out of pocket. Okay, and with the Knight of Wands here, this person may be tripping over their feet a little bit trying to get to you. They may be, you know, they see a shiny red coin, they see that Ace of Pentacles, and it's like, I wanty. But, you know, they may be a bit awkward, a bit stumbling over their feet. But the good news, pile number 1, is I do think they hold you in high regard. Fire ants. What is going on with the fire ants? Okay, we're going to find... I mean, certainly with the Knight of Wands, I feel like this person is saying they don't want to be annoying, okay? Or they don't want to irritate you or aggravate you, or come off as annoying. And I feel like some of them here with this 2 of Pentacles are afraid that they annoyed you, or that they aggravated you in some type of way, because this fire ant card is definitely a card of irritation. Okay, and I feel like you guys in your life right now, pile number 1, you don't need more people demanding things from you. You don't need more people on your case. You don't need more people bothering you. And some of you could have made that very clear, you know, and I feel like this person is saying, well, I don't think I'm bothering you. I do think that you like me, okay, or that you would kind of give me a chance, all right? But some of you, pile number 1, some of you could have even talked to this person about how someone from your past was like very annoying or aggravating, or some of you may have just shaken off the residue of somebody who was very unbalanced and irritating, and they just weren't a balanced person, and this person had a way of kind of feeding off your energy and also like throwing you off, okay? And I think some of you here have clearly made new standards for yourself. Some of you could have dated some really trash bag exes in the past as well, all right? And I feel like you guys have been doing a lot in your life to try to keep yourself balanced out here and to kind of rid yourself of energies like this, okay? And I feel like this person's kind of like scratching their head and is like, well, I hope you don't think I'm like that, you know? Because I feel like pile number one, if you had like a really low opinion of someone, I feel like you might just tell them with the Queen of Swords here, okay? We have simply love and the Six of Cups. So it's really simple, you know, with the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups and the balance and the cleanse. You know, life it doesn't have to be complicated. There can be like really, and that's where I said, I feel like this person thinks that for some of you here too, this person may think that you're keeping them at a distance and that you just kind of want to check out what's going on and that you don't want anybody to get too close to you right now, because I feel like some of you here could be quite sensitive, pile number one. And, you know, when people get in your energy field, I feel like it can get very aggravating for you. Okay, so I feel like this person is not wanting to, you know, add any stress to your life or make things complicated or, you know, this type of thing. I feel like they're saying, you know, what they would like to do. And like I said, I feel like some of them are saying, you know, we could be friends first, right? Like we could be friends first, or we could get to know each other. I feel like this person with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles would almost take like any, you know, this person with the fire ants, again, feeling like maybe they're bugging you, but also thinking that they would take, you know, any opportunity to kind of get to know you, pile number one. Okay. And they're like, you know, with this Six of Cups and simply love, like we could be friends, we could be pals, we could get to know each other, and then gradually see kind of like how it goes. Okay. And, you know, this person's like, okay, I'm not going to really, I think underneath it with the Knight of Wands, this person is wanting to do a whole lot more. But, you know, I mean, talk about like just simple gestures of kind of putting their hand on your arm or touching your shoulder. Nothing too jarring. Okay. Nothing too jarring. And so just like getting to know each other. Okay, and keeping away the ickies with these fire ants over here. Pile number one, I swear to God, we have the 7th house in partners. Okay, so this person is really like, and look at these two. They're in an embrace together and they're in a kiss. Okay, and I see like headphones or earmuffs here. I also see a street light. I'm seeing the letter P, the letter J. I'm seeing the number 69. Okay, somebody here may be into 69, you know what I'm saying? But I also feel like somebody is doing a cleanse, all right? I feel like I'm seeing like the lower intestine or upper intestine or some lower, upper, you guys know what I mean. The duodenum, whatever it's called. Maybe some of you are into anatomy or you study different things like that. I don't even know what that stuff is called. But anyway, I feel like this person, somebody here has very sexy, strong thighs too, as well. Okay. But is, you know, and is quite provocative and quite sexual, but is kind of keeping, I feel like this person's kind of keeping it a little bit under wraps though, because, you know, it's like, okay, you know, no hands, no touchy. I'll keep my hands behind my back and just give you a smooch type of thing. Okay. And we have 31 here. So somebody may be close to 31. We also have a 6 here. So we could have 31, 32 with the 2s, or 36. Somebody may be around that age. All right. And we have here Jupiter returns and benefits. Okay. So, you know, also I feel like sometimes pile number one with this Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, some of you guys may have a busybody person who's wanting, I feel like some of you have somebody from your past here possibly, or someone that, you know, somebody that would like, I feel like, here's what I'm going to say, pile number one. And this is separate than the person I've just been talking about, okay? But I do feel like this other person's creeping into your reading. And you know, stay back, right? Get back, Satan. But anyway, I feel like this person is one of those people that may try to like sell you a bill of goods. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever heard of that saying? Like with a salesman, like somebody's trying to sell like a bill of goods or something like that, okay? Somebody here may be in sales or be a salesman or something, because I'm just hearing that bill of goods. But anyway, or some type of merchant or something. But what I'm saying is that this person would love to argue their case in front of pile number 1 with the Knight of Swords here. They've been thinking with the Page of Swords long and hard about what it is, if they had the opportunity, what it is that they would say. Okay, and I do feel like there is somebody who every once in a while pops back in, or you know in the back of your mind, like, yeah, this person could try to pop back in and could try to, you know, sweet talk me again. But I just feel you guys have balanced your energy and cleansed your energy. And I feel like you're at a place now where you're not going to let that shit bother you. Okay, pile number 1, you're like, I am not going to. And I feel like you guys want energy in your life. Somebody that's optimistic and outgoing. Okay, the thing is, and you know, the Knight of Wands is very optimistic and outgoing. You know, you got to admire the get up and go of the Knight of Wands. But I also think sometimes in pile number 1, you guys tend to attract men, women who are like, you know, I feel you're like a very balanced and tidy person, pile number 1, but I have a feeling you may attract people that are a hot mess, okay? Or you may attract people that are just, you know, that just have a lot going on, people that are very like scatterbrained, people that are all over the place, people that are easy come, easy go at different times, people that if you lived with them, you know that they would totally irritate you with the way they, you know, the way they keep their house or the way that they do things, or it's just like the things they do are so ill-conceived. You know, I feel like some of you are very like strong mentally, and you know, if it wasn't for these palanders running around and screwing things up for you, pile number 1, or like, you know, doing shit that annoys you, I feel like some of you are like, yeah, like things would be a lot easier for me in that case, okay? But I also think you guys are looking for simplicity, possibly friends first, possibly not, you know, like getting it on right away with someone. And also, you know, I feel like also pile number 1, like things that are too good to be true may cause you to raise an eyebrow at this point, okay? But I do feel like, so that's that old situation I was talking to you about. I'm sure you know who it is, you know, Stephen, Bobby, Brad, whoever that is, okay, pile number 1. But Stephen, get out of the reading, no, or whoever it is, S names, get out of the reading. But Steven Tyler, no, I'm just kidding. That's the guy from Aerosmith. But anyway, pile number 1, I feel like, you know, just don't let the small shit aggravate you, okay? I do feel like you can handle a lot, pile number 1. I do feel like there is somebody here that is, you know, more than interested for sure, and is a little bit maybe unsure of how to approach, okay? So if you're feeling generous, pile number 1, maybe you would like to explain that. You know, the Queen of Swords is very good at explaining where he or she is at with something, okay? It's like, here's my boundary, don't irritate me, okay? But with this Simply Love 7th house and Jupiter returns, I'm like, damn, you know, pile number 1, it's looking like something nice could come, okay? I feel like some of you just don't want to get your hopes up too much, but pile number 1, maybe just take it slow and stay in tune with yourself, okay? Let's get one card to close the reading now for pile number 1, Spirit. One card to close the reading. What's the number 1 thing that pile number 1 should be focusing on right now? What's the number 1 thing? Passion. Okay, pile number 1. So, you know, this Knight of Wands is also for you. It's about going after what you want. And if love is what you want, and if, you know, affection with the 2 of Cups, if affection and love and care and tenderness and getting a little bit sloppy, making out with somebody, all right, is kind of what you want, then, you know, hey, like, it doesn't hurt to dip your toe in that water. There's a fine line between like being engaged and pursued in your and pursuing your passions and being, you know, aggravated and irritated by things, okay? And I feel like some of you these days may get kind of aggravated and annoyed when people are interrupting you when you're in the middle of things, okay? That's kind of a good sign, pile number one, that, you know, what you're doing is important to you and that you're fixated on it and that you really want to make it happen for yourself, okay? The Knight of Wands in the tarot can also be a Leo. I'm getting Leo energy here. Someone may have that in their chart. All right. But, you know, I would also just say, like, yeah, go for your passion. I do feel like some of you have needs for intimacy here with the Two of Cups. Passion is also, you know, chemistry. Okay. But I feel like Spirit is saying, follow your passion, follow what turns you on. And it may get a little bit messy here and there, pile number one, but it doesn't have to devolve into kind of the way that it did in the past. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number one? So that is what I am getting for you, my lovelies, in pile number one. Namaste, pile number one. I hope that that reading resonated for you. And I would love to hear any comments or feedback that you have. Thank you so much, pile number one, and take care. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. Okay, then. Let's do it. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the dice, and we are going to roll that dice for you today, baby. I'm going to put it on number three there because number three is kind of a cool number. Empress energy, pile number two. Let's go ahead. We have two and then we have three. Maybe some of you were trying to decide between 2 and 3, and it's like, okay, just, you know, listen to both then. All right. So pile number two, you guys may have more than one option, you players. All right. Hungry like the wolf. Maybe some of you have been hungry like the wolf lately, but this reading is about this person's thoughts and feelings, pile number two, so that you can really check in and see what the dealio is. All right, pile number two. So let's go ahead and get into it. I just heard Raven, or the name Raven, and Raven Simone. Okay, I think she was on the Cosby Show back in the day, wasn't she? Raven Simone. Anyway, isn't she LGBTQ? Okay, I think I saw something about that. Maybe some of you in this pile also are as well. Pile number two, let's see if I get any other things for pile number two here. Deck the halls with balls of holly. La, 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 la. Okay, maybe someone's name is Holly or balls. No, I'm just kidding, pile number two. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into your reading. What is this person's feelings? Woo, okay, we already are having little dropsies there. What is this person's feelings for my pile number two? Spirit, can you show me this person's feelings for pile number two? Okay. Let's see. We have worry with the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So this person gets a little nervous and worried and about how things are going to work out in the end. Okay. And underneath everything, this person may be having some troubles in their life right now, or they just may have come from a place where they were having some troubles, okay? And that could be with their health or their financial situation. But let's see what else here. Pile number two. Let's see what else here. We have the Lovers. Okay, I like it. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords. Alrighty then. And we have the Sun. Okay. So this is somebody, now pile number two, I'm just going to say this person may sometimes struggle with anxiety or depression, okay? And, you know, nothing wrong with that, all right? You know, a lot of people have different things that they deal with in life. And I do feel like this person is trying to make a choice about their love life in general and where they stand as it relates to their love life, okay? And I do feel like with the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, this person has needed to make some decisions for a while here. And I am getting something about maturity. So someone here may be needing to mature on something and make certain choices about the type of person that they actually want to have in their life, or somebody is going through a big process of maturing through disappointment, okay, with the Five of Pentacles. And, you know, the Five of Pentacles will make you really realize and sort out like what is actually important and who will actually be there for you at the end of the day when things go wrong, okay? And I do feel like this person has had to make some uncomfortable choices in the past with the Nine of Swords, okay? The Nine of Swords in the tarot is represented by Mars in Gemini. Mars is in Gemini right now. The Lovers is also represented by Gemini. So, you know, Mars is in Gemini right now. Mars is retrograde in Gemini and squaring Neptune. It's a whole shit show in the cosmos, okay? So somebody here could be a Gemini or is getting very, you know, has been pretty badly affected by some of the recent energies, okay? And I do feel like somebody here could have gotten picked on when they were younger, or somebody here could have been around that type of energy as well. Pile number 2. I mean, here's the thing, pile number 2, I don't think this person tells everybody their story. I don't think this person tells everyone like some of the very, you know, deep things that plague them, or the things that, or they don't, I feel like this person doesn't always talk about the heaviness or some of the negativity that they've had to deal with in their life. I feel like with the Sun card, this person tries to put on a bright face. They try to, it's like everything's okay, but underneath it, they feel very mixed up inside, okay? And this person does have some important decisions that they need to make in their life, okay? And I feel with the Sun, pile number 2, this person may want to kind of ignore some of these things and just focus on, you know, what feels good in the moment, okay? So, you know, it's interesting because we have 2 major arcana cards here with the Sun and the Lovers telling me that, you know, this person is at an important crosswords. Oh, that's funny. Maybe somebody here likes to do crossword puzzles, or is into like word games, or is like has a lot of word salad, or is very good with their vocabulary or different definitions of things, okay? But I think it's interesting because this person, I also feel like the Lovers is, I feel like this person is worried about, you know, worried about what may happen in the future. I feel pile number 2 with this Nine of Swords in the middle. And I feel like this person kind of goes back and forth sometimes between the Lovers and the Sun. They go back and forth between, you know, being with someone long term and joining a life with someone, the Lovers, versus just being independent and kind of living life on their own, okay? And I feel like this person kind of goes back and forth between these 2 things, okay? The thing is about this person is I do feel like they're like a very friendly person or a very nice person with the Sun here, but I also just feel like a lot of things make this person nervous, or a lot of different thoughts and opinions have a tendency to make this person feel feel like they want to avoid something is kind of what I'm getting, okay? And for some of you in pile number 2, I just have to tell you, I'm getting the energy, and this could be you or them, but I'm getting the energy of somebody who was previously in a partnership or currently is in a partnership and is needing to make a decision about leaving that partnership, and is very worried about that with the 9 of Swords, or is very worried about having left a partner or letting go of a partner, okay? And moving forward to create a different life for themselves with the Sun, okay? And I do feel like with the 9 of Swords and the Lovers, somebody is not happy in the current partnership that they've been in and feels that they would be more satisfied either on their own or with more freedom, okay? And I do feel like this person sometimes gets worried because they're always trying to consider the impact of their decisions on someone else, or they think about it in their head a lot, or they get in their head a lot about it. But I feel at the end of the day with the Sun, this person just wants to be free, okay? And they just want to feel good again. All right. And I feel like this person has been trapped in partnerships before where they were unhappy, where things were not good. Okay. With the Lovers and the 9 of Swords. And I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, they've really worried about, telling someone how they really feel, even though letting that person know would be the best thing for that person and would really make that person feel free and open, and like they could experience some real growth in their life. Okay, so I am getting that either you or this person may still be in a partnership with someone else, or someone here may have just left another partnership or is trying to leave a partnership, okay, and is very on edge about it, but also wanting to do it badly, I feel like, with the Sun here, okay? Yeah, the 10 of Swords on top of the Lovers. Exactly. What happens with the 9 of Swords, if we just sit there and we, when we go to the 9 of Swords, we really have to think about, what is it that is putting me in this position? What is it that I'm worried about? What is it that is tormenting me? Because the 9 of Swords is very much a card of torment. And I almost just said sorry there, okay? So this person may feel like they need to apologize for what they want at times, pile number 2, okay? They may feel worried about asking for what they want or feeling like they need to apologize for what they want. But this person with the 10 of Swords on the Lovers is over it, okay? Whatever it is that this person has been attached to, they are over it. And I feel like they would rather, with the Sun card here, the Sun is very singular. The Sun is individual. It is that individuating experience that we have in life where it's like, this is who I am, okay? And I do feel like this person could be challenged to really show who they are in their partnerships, and they feel like they get very worried about showing who they truly are in their partnerships. And I do feel like sometimes this person just is like, well, fuck it. It would be easier to be single, or it would be better maybe at times just to be on my own because this is too much. And the thing is that this person, pile number 2, with the 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords on the Lovers, has become very overwhelmed with their partnerships or partnerships in general. And with the Sun here, I do feel like this person wants to be single, okay? And maybe you're the other person on the other side of this and you're like, yes, 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 I want them to be single. Or maybe you're the person with them and you're like, what the hell, they have been really unhappy. They have been I can tell they're not happy. I felt that. I felt that they wanted to be single. I felt that they were over it, okay? And the dangerous thing about this person, pile number 2, is that something could be hurting them, or they don't like something and they're just kind of shoving their feelings down, with the Sun acting like everything's okay, everything's fine, everything's rosy, but underneath it, they're, you know, they feel fucked. They feel messed up, all right, with the Ten of Swords. They feel attached to something they don't want to be in anymore, okay? And even facing that may bring this person into a deep sense of anxiety. We have magic here, okay? And this person's like, why is it that whenever I think about, you know, trying something different or going for something different and doing what I really want with the Sun card, why do I feel like, you know, why do I feel like that's too hard for me? Okay, why do I feel like these feelings of anxiety and worry start to come over me? Okay, we have passion. Wow. Okay, so this person really feeling like if they follow their passion, the Sun, if they follow the magic in the moment and they you know, acquiesce to the moment and they give themselves over to the passion of the moment, that, you know, it can lead them to a very dark place, okay? In the Ten of Swords, this person, I feel like, is acknowledging that they have a tendency to get caught up in moments, okay, with the Sun card and passion, and then they realize, like, why do I feel, why, and then it's like, you know, 10 days later, why do I feel so lost? Or 10 months later, or 10 weeks later, why do I feel so lost? Why do I feel so empty? The Ten of Swords is actually a lot scarier than the Nine of Swords, because the Ten of Swords is like, I feel empty, I feel numb, and I need something to wake me up, okay? As George Michael would say, wake me up before you go, all right? And this person is, maybe someone here is trying to become a morning person with the Sun, and somebody here with the Ten of Swords is really crabby and doesn't want to get up in the morning, but has to, and is trying to have a better attitude about it. It's like, more coffee, please. But anyway, pile number 2. Okay, so this person really wanting to find the magic in their life and find the passion in their life after a period of just straight, you know, mental anguish, okay? Let's see what else here. We have the butterfly. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, pile number 2. This person may be thinking that pile number 2 really has the power to change them, because pile number 2, you may be a very positive, generous, open person with a lot of magic and passion in your soul, okay? And I do feel like this person, I feel like this person is saying, like, power number 2 may have the power to change me or to help me, like, think about things in a different way. Okay, this person really needs to change their perspective, okay? And I do feel like they want their situation to change and to transform into something more beautiful, into something brighter, into something, you know, unique and special, okay? I feel like this person really does want that, pile number 2, okay? But I feel like this person also has, like, a lot of, you know, negative beliefs around, you know, what partnership is and, you know, what it takes from you. And I mean, partnership can take a lot from you. If you're operating from a certain place of ignoring what you need and giving everything to everyone else, like, yeah, it can be a real pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 2. But at the same time, this person, I feel like, wants magic and partnership and connection in their life, but I also feel like they're at times afraid of losing themselves in that. Do you know what I'm saying? Pile number 2. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have the 9 of Pentacles and well-deserved reward, okay? So this person feels like, you know, they've been trying really hard to change their situation and to change their attitude. And, and that they want to see their life in a different way. Okay. Also, I think this person could have been with someone that was really negative towards them about their work or their career or their value. Pile number 2. Okay. So this person just really wants to feel proud of, proud of themselves and what they're creating in their life. Also, this person may be very focused on, at this point, pile number 2, on their work or on gain or money or shining at whatever it is that they do. Okay. I also feel like this person is saying, pile number 2, that you're a very magical and passionate person, and that you bring a lot of sunshine into their life, and that you bring sunshine with you wherever you go. And, I also feel like this person thinks that, with the butterfly and the 9 of Pentacles, thinks that you are a person that has really, really changed and become more independent. Some of you in pile number 2 also could have had a history of losing yourself in relationships, not asking for what you want, taking less than you deserve, feeling numb in your relationships. Okay. And I feel like both you and this person are wanting to strive for something better for yourselves. Okay. And there, with the 9 of Pentacles, is definitely an energy of independence and passion and doing your own thing, along with the Sun. Okay. So I do think this person thinks that you're like very passionate and driven and magical, with magic here. And, you've changed a lot in your life, or some of you may have known this person from the past. And, okay, I'm getting another thing too, where you may have known this person from the past, and maybe you two wanted to date then or talk then, but there was no way to do it. Okay. It got shut down with this Lovers and 10 of Swords here. Okay. But what I'm seeing is that this person really thinks that you've changed. You're so filled with magic and passion and beauty, with the butterfly here. And, that any good things in your life, like, that you get, are well deserved by you. Okay. And I feel like this person also thinks that they deserve, more rewards as well in their life. That, I do feel this person wants to be very proud of the things that they've created, whether that's material wealth for themselves, whether that's, a job that they really care about, whether that is, like a physical thing that they've done. I feel like this person really wants to be rewarded for that. Okay. Let's see what else here. We have Grand Cross and Provoker. Yeah, this Lovers and 10 of Swords is definitely a provoking energy that causes somebody to look deeper within themselves, to find themselves again, and to change and to transform, to get out of a very bad toxic situation with the 10 of Swords. Okay. And it depends on what side of the coin you land. This is the dice, right? Pile number 2. It depends on what side of the coin you land on. Are you with this person and you've had a feeling that they're over it and they want something else for themselves and they'd like to make changes in their life and they'd like to be single? Then pile number 2, like, I'm telling you, you can get in front of that and do your own thing. Pile number 2, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm just saying, if you know that information, that's powerful information for you to know. And it can actually be, with this Grand Cross Provoker, something that helps you become something new and different. Okay. But if you're the person on the other end of things, waiting because this person's getting out of a partnership or they're wanting to become single or this type of thing, this is a confusing thing, pile number 2. Okay. When we have the Lovers and the 9 of Swords, it's a tough place to be in for this person, and they need to make a decision about something, or it's just going to get worse. At the end of the day, it's just going to get worse for them. And sometimes things need to get like bad with the Ten of Swords for somebody to actually be provoked to do something about it. Okay. And I do feel like whatever this person has gone through in relationships is provoking them to want better for themselves. It's been quite the journey, though, is what I see. We have the first house and the body. Okay. And yeah, so there is something here too with the sun. The sun in astrology has to do with your personal vitality. And the first house in astrology also has to do with your personal vitality and your personal constitution. So, you know, this person really, like, you know, there's a relationship for this person that's been very bad for their mental health, okay? That's been very tiring or toxic for their mental health. And this person really wanting to focus on, you know, their passion, their body. I even mentioned something, did I mention something here about this person like working out or doing something physical or kind of preparing themselves to shine and to change and to look better, okay? And I feel like once this person gets their mind under control and starts to feel good about themselves again, they're gonna be ready to put themselves out there. They're gonna be ready to date. They're gonna ready to be, you know, out there again with the Sun card, okay? But I'm not, here's the thing, pile number 2, I'm not getting an energy. I do think this person thinks that you're attractive. I do think that they admire you and they like you and they think, you know, you've got a lot going on. They may think that you have a really hot body here with this body card in the first house. And I do think you've been an impact on this person as well because we have the first house. But pile number 2, here's where I'm really struggling with this is I feel like this person is not necessarily in a position to have like a long-term, you know, serious relationship with someone right now. It's not to say that they wouldn't or can't in the future. I just think that this person went from really, really bad to trying to make something better for themselves. And I really do feel like they're in a transition with this butterfly. And I do feel they may be trying to change the way they look as well. I mean, I think they certainly like the way you look, okay? And I do think you've made an impression on this person. But my whole thing, pile number 2, is their mentality at this point at a place where they can really dial into a connection, okay? I mean, there's passion and magic in the sun, so I think you and this person could have a good time together, but it may not be a long time. You know what I'm saying? You may have a good time, but not a long time. And maybe that's what you need too. Who knows, pile number 2? You can, you know, not everything has to be, you know, not everything is going to be the love of our life or the, you know, sometimes it's a hot fling that lasts for a hot minute and, you know, and then it's some other thing, okay? But I do feel like this person's trying to individuate. I do feel like they're kind of in a single mode. I do feel like, you know, they're wanting recognition for the things that they've accomplished. I do think they've noticed you. I do think you've had an impact on them. I'm just not getting that they're like, wow, like, you know, in that, wow, I'm staring into your eyes kind of thing, okay? Like, yeah, we're gonna be, you know, together forever. It's kind of like a, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and let's see how it goes, or let's see if we meet up, okay? So pile number 2, I'm just here to give you the straight up truth. You know how I do it. Let's go ahead and see for my pile number 2s, what is the number 1 thing that pile number 2 should be focused on right now? What is the number 1 thing? What is the number? Okay, there it is. We have clarity. Okay, well, I can see why that's important. Like with the Lovers and the Ten of Swords and this Grand Cross, you know, fuck, right? I mean, the sun will bring clarity. That's what I do like about the sun being there. But clarity is important. Like, you know, here's what it is. I feel like some of you have really wanted to know where you stand with this person, or like what you are to them, or kind of where this could head. Okay, hopefully this reading gave you a little bit more clarity on that. And let's see, we have closure. Yeah, definitely. So some of you may already be realizing that, you know, this is a situation that I am moving on from, or this is a situation that requires me to let go, or this is a situation that has changed me and has helped me to find more of me, and has helped me to find me and to find my passion, but it's not a situation that can be with me forever. Okay, so I feel like some of you are working on closure in your life right now, and with clarity on the bottom of the deck, some of you may already have gotten clarity about this situation, and I'm just like reconfirming to you that you're right. I'm just reconfirming to you that the decision to close the door, or the decision to make positive choices for yourself, is actually the right decision, okay? Pile number 2, and I think right here with this first house, it's time to like get on with your mission. It's time to get on with your life. It's time to do the things that are right for you, okay? And if this person wants to, you know, stay in the Ten of Swords and be be grand crossed over here, that's up to them. That's their life. But I feel a lot of you are saying, yeah, I got to put things behind me, and I got to, you know, focus on me. Okay. Some of you may be focusing on changing, or your own health, or your own body, or your own vitality, which I think is a really good idea. Okay. Pile number 2. So that is what I am getting for you, my lovelies, in pile number 2. Let me know how that reading resonated for you in the comments, and like, share, subscribe if you enjoy my channel. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Okay then. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the star earrings, the shimmering bright star earrings. Good for you, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. Today's reading is called Hungry Like the Wolf. Okay, and you guys know that song, Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. It's a great one. You can go listen to it. Pile number 3, let's go ahead and get into your reading, my darlings. And pile number 3, I just heard we're almost there. We're almost there. So maybe you guys are just finishing something, or getting done with something, or something's been taking a really long time and your friend told you, we're almost there. We're almost done with this thing, okay? It also feels like somebody could be traveling or going on a road trip or driving somewhere, and it's like, am I there yet? We're almost there, okay? Let's see what else for pile number 3. Okay. I'm seeing a special type of soap. I'm also seeing a soap that is like blue, like a blue bar of soap, okay? I know some people like make special soaps or make special things like that, and that you can buy different kinds of soaps that are like very interesting, but I'm seeing like a blue bar of soap, okay? Maybe it's a blueberry or something, but I'm feeling it's more like light blue, okay? Like light blue sky, light blue cloud blue, something like that. Pile number 3, interesting, okay? Let's see, anything else, okay? Okay, okay, so I just heard pancakes and hashies. Does someone call hash brown hashies, or did someone call hash browns like a name that's not hash browns but it's really cute, like hash or hashies or something like that when they're a kid? Or do you have a child that is always asking for hash browns all the time, or hashies? That's so funny. Spirit also told me something about radishes. So maybe some of you were like, yeah, somebody tried to make me eat radishes when I was younger and I almost puked. I wanted my hashies. Anyway, pile number 3. That's too funny. It's kind of reminding me of hush puppies as well. Maybe some of you had a hush puppy. I don't even really know what those are, but anyway, pile number 3. Okay, there's the Emperor. Well, you know what I always say, pile number 3, the Emperor is hungry like the wolf and just won't admit it to himself. He's like, you know, I've got to stay serious and sober here. I've got a lot of responsibility on my shoulders, but underneath it is a very horny person, pile number 3. So let's start off with that initial premise, okay? I definitely think the Emperor could be hungry like the wolf, you know, consumed with his or her duties, with much to do and much to take on in life, but also, you know, it's Aries energy. So whether you or this person is an Aries or not, it's very passionate. It is very passionate. Underneath all that armor and all that stone is a passionate heart beating, pile number 3. So let's go ahead and find out how the hungry like the wolf for my pile number 3s. What does this person wish to tell my pile number 3s? What does this person, okay, that's funny, I said tell. Okay, so they've got something they want to tell you. 5 of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, all right? So get me out of this funk, all right, is what they're saying. I'm funky and I want to be spunky with the Emperor, all right? What's there? 5 of Wands, all right. 3 of Cups. Okay, the 5 of Wands could definitely be a hungry like the wolf energy. It's like, I don't really want to give up. Like I'm not gaining any ground here, but I also don't want to give up. And I feel like this person may be kind of stubborn, and I feel like they always like to throw their hat in the ring. I do feel like this person could be very competitive when it comes to games, or when it comes to different things, or when it comes to chasing men or chasing women or whatever it is that they chase, okay? But I do feel like with the 3 of Cups, this person wants to have a good time as well, and they really do need to relax and enjoy themselves more because life is stressful, okay? Yeah, the 3 of Pentacles. So we have 2 3s here, or 33. This is pile number 3. Somebody here may be 33 or around that age. Okay, but I feel like this person needs to be shown a good time, or they want to have a good time, pile number 3, because things have been very serious. And I do feel like this person has been in a funk. However, with the High Priestess and the 5 of Cups, pile number 3, I think this person doesn't really like talk a lot when they're upset. They may be kind of aloof when they're upset, and it may just kind of show up as irritation, even though they're not expressively irritated with you. They just may be going through something, and I feel like it kind of, here we have the Queen of Swords. You may have to kind of pry out of this person, you know, what they're feeling, what's going on, okay? And I do feel like this person wants somebody to talk to them and kind of get it out of them, okay? This is interesting. So it's like I'm trying my best over here with the 5 of Wands, and with the 3 of Pentacles, I'm working as hard as I can, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of payoff. I mean, the 3 of Cups is okay, but, you know, when it's mixed with the 5 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles, I just feel it's a little, I feel like this person is kind of saying like, I'm on shaky ground with something, okay? And I do think they want to appear confident and strong, but at times they may like armor themselves, or they may, you know, I also feel like this person may have a tendency to sometimes make excuses for things, all right? But I also, again, feel this person's very competitive. So if you've been out with this person, I feel like they want to take care of all the details with the Three of Pentacles. They want to plan everything or do everything or take care of everything. And at the end of the day, they want their date with you, with the Three of Cups, to be like the best, or they want to make sure everything is set up and everything goes smoothly with the Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles, okay? However, with the Five of Wands, there may have been some change in plans. There may have been some obstacles. There may have been some things that came up, okay? So I also feel like this person's kind of saying, can we have a do-over? If something came up and something got a little squirrely or off track with the Five of Wands, or maybe they just weren't in the best mood at the time you saw them, I feel like this person actually is a person that can set up a really like solid date, or can really take care of the details with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, I also feel like this person's been working really hard, and you know, it's not an excuse, but I mean, I feel like they're also saying, if I made you mad, okay, with the Five of Wands, if I made you mad, I'm sorry, the Three of Cups. I've been working really hard, the Three of Pentacles, okay? So let's see what else we have going on here. Pile number 3. We have the Eight of Cups. I feel like you guys are saying, yeah, that's not good enough. I'm out. I'm bored. I don't like it. Already I'm out, Natalie. Well, I understand if you feel that way. Pile number 3. Don't let me hold it against you, okay? Wouldn't hold it against you. But anyway, you know, I feel like this person is saying that they don't see a lot of success in their relationships because they just end up, I feel like sometimes they feel like their partner doesn't understand them, or they don't get along with their partner, or plans fail to materialize, this type of thing, okay? But if they're truly hungry like the wolf, then with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, they'll work harder to make something good happen, okay? So, you know, we have love here with the Three of Cups, okay? All right, once bitten, twice shy, pile number 3. Take a quick drink of water. We have love and we have space, okay? So, you know, I do feel like this person is saying, if you're feeling like rejected by this person or ignored, or you feel like, you know, whatever, they didn't really care, I do feel like this person is saying they love seeing you, or they love talking to you, or they love hanging out with you with the Three of Cups. They really, really do, all right? I do feel like this person says that they're a very busy person at times with this Three of Pentacles and space, and that sometimes they just need space to work things out, or they just need space to get things done, or they just need time, okay? I do feel like they're saying, I also feel like they're saying they didn't want to come on too strong, or they didn't want to be too much. So I kind of feel like they're saying, okay, I loved spending time with you, but I also, like, you know, want to take my time or give this some space, okay? Which can make a person, because I feel like there's 2 types of people in the world, pile number 3. There's the kind of person that would confront something directly, the Five of Wands, and then another person who would just go, yeah, you know, I'm not really like feeling that. That's not really, I feel you and this person could be kind of opposites in a way, pile number 3, okay? But with the Eight of Cups, we have somebody who's a little bit changeable, okay? And you and this person may be a little bit opposite at times. I feel like one time you're feeling one way, and then the other time he's feeling one way, or she's feeling one way. We have the moth, right? Opposites attract, like a moth to the flame. And, you know, with this Three of Pentacles and Space card, we could have somebody who's like very serious. I also feel like somebody who could wear black a lot, or somebody who is like, you know, their house is like very industrial, or It's not like very cozy or comfy. I feel like you two may have completely different houses. One house is, or apartment, one house is just functional for work and has a lot of black in it, or just basic things, or just basic decorations. And then the other house, like your house, pile number 3, could be filled with love and light and laughter and pictures and friendship, and, you know, could be just very like lighthearted or whimsical, comfy. You know, I feel like you two just have, your temperaments are also very different. I feel like this person's very competitive, pile number 3. And I feel like you guys are kind of like, yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like some of you guys are just don't have time for, you know, like boastfulness or people being super prideful. I just kind of feel like you guys are not like super into that all the time, okay? I do feel like with the 5 of Cups that this person has a deeper side to them. With the 5 of Cups and the High Priestess, they really just don't show it to that many people. And I kind of feel, pile number 3, you're kind of taking on their anima. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys know that word in psychology, anima, animus, where you're like opposite to the other person and they kind of take on your anima and you take on their animus. I kind of feel that energy with you too. So it's like this moth to a flame, you know? And I feel like this person can't really like stay away. Okay, I feel like they can't really like, you know, with this Space card, I feel like they just keep getting drawn back to you. They can't really like stay away for too long, because I feel like there's something about your energy and something about like who you are and how you carry yourself that they just find intoxicating, or they, with the 3 of Cups and love, that they just like really, really love your energy, or just really find it attractive, okay? But here's the thing, pile number 3. I do think communication could be a bit challenging here. Like there's a lot of attraction, okay, but communication may be a bumpy ride with this 5 of Wands and 8 of Cups, okay? Because you two are so different, you know, in the way you act, talk, dress, live, I feel like in a lot of different ways, you know, there is a different way of sort of handling communication or handling conflicts, all right? And yeah, pile number 3, very interesting. We have sacral chakra. Oh my God, pile number 3. Okay, some of you here could be very creative. You could be dreamers. You could be artists. You could be, you know, have musical talent. You could be very good with design, just, you know, or you just have a way of making things really, really cozy. I was at someone's house the other day, and literally the Scorpio's house, and her entire house is unicorns. It's like unicorn everything. There is literal like pinks and purples and blue, like light blues and like unicorns, everything having to do with unicorns. Like everything in this house is a unicorn. I don't know how I can make it any more clear, pile number 3, but it is like a really fun, interesting, like cute place. And I was just like, wow, I wish I had like the energy to kind of like make my place that cute, you know? It just looks like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory like threw up in her house, and it's just like a fun place, you know? But anyway, maybe some of you are like that too, okay? Maybe some of you are water signs, or you've got that creative, you got some Pisces going on, or, you know, just you got some cool things going on, I feel, pile number 3. And this person's very attracted to your sacral chakra. They're drawn like a moth to that sacral chakra, to your creativity, to your sexuality, to they desire you, I feel a lot, okay? And I also feel like this person with the 5 of Wands could be a person who kind of fights off their feelings, or maybe, you know, runs away scared at times or kind of fights off their feelings when they feel they're going kind of deep into it. Because the one thing I'll say about the Emperor is not super vulnerable, okay? The Emperor is like very sturdy and very decided and very effortful and very stable, but the Emperor is not the most vulnerable, which, like I said, it's gonna take, I feel like this person does have a deeper side here. Pile number 3. I feel like their animus actually, or their anima is like a very like deeper side to them, but I also think they're attracted to people like that, like you, pile number 3, but they also have a hard time sometimes communicating or understanding. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 3, with a person like you? So, and I mean not in a good way, not like a person like you, like that you're a bad, but no, not by any stretch of the imagination. And actually, I think you guys actually have a side to you that is very logical and intelligent as well. I just think this person happens to be really attracted to like your creative, some of you may have like a creative hippie side, or you may just be very feminine, whether you're masculine or feminine, and you just have a way of creating that environment, okay? We have the South Node and life's debts here, okay? So I also feel like you're an Achilles heel for this person, pile number 3. And because I feel like you, even though you're different than them, I feel like there's something within you that feels like their type. Do you know what I'm saying? That feels familiar. And with the South Node here, we could also be talking about past lives, okay? And I don't like to spring that on people in every reading. I don't say that in every reading. It's not something that needs to come up every time by any means. But with the South Node, there could definitely be some type of, you know, past life thing going on here. I also feel you just feel very familiar to this person, okay? Or you just feel very, like this person I feel like felt like right away close to you, or there was this deja vu factor when you two were together, or you two may have even talked about deja vu, okay, or something like that. All right. Yeah. I also feel like this person is having to, there may have been some things that happened to this person earlier in their life, pile number 3, where they didn't really follow through on the things that they should have. I also feel something about a family situation for this person, pile number 3, where at times they feel really guilty because of some things that happen in their family. And so they're always trying to, you know, work really hard, or they're always trying to hustle, or they're always trying to do something. And I feel with this 8 of Cups, sometimes they may exhaust themselves, or, you know, but I do feel like this person thinks in their life, there are times they should have fought harder for the things that they wanted. And maybe at times they gave up. And so at this point in their life, if they want something, they're just going to keep going for it, even if it's hard, okay? So I feel like this person, their past and the way that things have happened to them, especially in their family, could really affect the way that they pursue relationships or go about relationships, all right? And I'm also getting something about this person's mother, okay? Pile number 3, like this person may have a mother who is like very guilting towards them, or passive aggressive, or guilting, or these types of things, okay? Where they feel they have to be like responsible for everything, okay? And I feel like sometimes this person just wants to like, you know, run away with the 8 of Cups or get away from all of this. And I feel like you're kind of that space where they go to like restore themselves emotionally and feel better. And I do feel like They connect with you big time, like on a sexual level as well too, with the sacral chakra. Okay. You may feel you have a past life connection with them too as well, pile number 3. All right. And oftentimes we are drawn like a moth to a flame, you know, with situations like that. I mean, the one thing about it is those situations can burn us up. The 5 of Wands, they could definitely burn us up and leave us with a very forlorn feeling with the 8 of Cups. Okay. But at the same time, I feel like some people decide the risk is worth it because they feel so drawn to something. Okay, so pile number 3, interesting energy. We have Saturn return and age. Okay, interesting. And I talked about when this person was younger, they may have regretted certain decisions they made. They may be made to feel guilty about something. With Saturn return, I also feel like this person could have been forced to grow up at an early age or carry a lot of responsibility at an early age, okay? And I feel like sometimes with the 8 of Cups, this person just wants to escape, like into the warm arms of an affectionate person who really cares, okay? In astrology, especially in traditional astrology, Saturn is the, you know, big daddy malefic planet. And also the South Node is considered to have a malefic influence, okay? So, you know, this person hasn't had the easiest. They haven't had the easiest past. And I think it's made them into, you know, I talked about how they aren't always vulnerable. I talked about how they've had to, you know, be like this pillar or be very strong or take on all this responsibility. Okay, we may have an age difference in this connection too. I see 42 and 50, which just gives an 8-year age difference. So somebody, I'm not saying, you know, somebody could be 42 and 50, but I'm also just seeing an 8-year age difference, okay? And that may cause some issues in communication as well. Nothing wrong with it, but, you know, sometimes like people are just coming from, you know, different decades or different situations and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 3. So I do feel like this person could have been raised with like a very old school attitude and made to feel like really responsible or guilty. Or as this person has gotten older, I also feel like, you know, they've really had to like grow up or be held to a higher standard, okay? And I don't think life has been all that fun for this person. And I think just with Saturn in the South Node, like it doesn't scream, I'm having the best time of my life. It screams, I've got a lot of crushing responsibilities and life can be very tough, you know, especially in those really tight reincarnation cycles, which I feel this person could be in. Okay, so they're looking for a lover and a friend and somebody that they can collapse to and with and within, pile number 3. And they are looking for that poetic moment of release with the sacral chakra, love, and the 3 of Cups, okay? The question is, like, do you like this? Okay, so I've told you where this person comes from and how they're seeing things. But pile number 3, some of you may think, well, how do they really feel about me? And how do they really, again, I feel like you activate like their inner anima within you, which draws them like a moth to a flame to you, okay? You know, and it depends on the maturity of this person too, and just how well they know themselves as far as, you know, longevity or what could happen in this connection. Because sometimes with Saturn in the South Node, we have the ability to stick with someone through some really hard times and see it through, you know? And then on other times, a person is just needing to get that anima scratched. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? So this is a general reading. It's going to be different for everyone, but I'm sure you're wise enough, pile number 3, and I also feel some of you here are very intuitive with the sacral chakra, that you're very intuitive about love and where you stand with someone anyway. And some of you with the 8 of Cups may already be like, yeah, I don't know, you know, we got this thing, or we got this magnetic attraction to each other, but I don't know, you know, and sometimes you just have to live it out, you know. Sometimes there isn't a tarot reading answer for every question, pile number 3. Sometimes we just gotta live it out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's no easy answers with Saturn in the South Node. Woof, you know? And I feel like the Saturn in the South Node actually belongs more to this person, as far as what they've had to work with. I mean, I'm not saying life has been a walk in the park for you either, pile number 3. It's just, you know, different strokes for different folks. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close the reading, pile number 3, with one card here. I'm going to ask, what is the number one thing that pile number 3 should be focused on right now? What is the number one thing pile number 3 should be? What is the number one? Ooh la la, pile number 3. Okay, reconciliation on the bottom of the deck. Some of you in the past may have wanted reconciliation with this person, and you're, I don't know. Or you were thinking, is reconciliation possible? And that's on the bottom of the deck, okay? So it's something, maybe there was reconciliations here. Oh, we have friendship, okay. And you know, the 3 of Cups is very much a friendship type of card. Some of you may be looking for a reconciliation with your friends, or some time with your friends, or some time in sisterhood with your friends, or brotherhood with your friends, depending on who's watching this. But I do think right now it's really important for your creativity and for your spirit, pile number 3, to have good people around you, all right, that are like very affirming and fulfilling of you, okay? And you know, I mean, you're so much more than somebody's like anima or animus, pile number 3. You're so much more than that. And some of you need to, I feel, kind of get back to the friendships that really support you. And some of you may have some friends that are actually like really missing you too. And I feel like this person here with the South Node and Saturn, they may not have the most love or friends around them. However, I feel like pile number 3, you're a person, Spirit really wants you to indulge in the spirit of friendship, because, you know, true friends, real friends, remind us of who we are inside on a deeper level. Okay, pile number 3. So that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope everybody enjoyed their readings today. Feel free to comment, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.